Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday. You made it. You did another week, a whole week of living, breathing, relaxing, and getting through and getting past this virus. Well done. You should be proud of yourselves. I'm proud of you. Absolutely, totally proud of you. We just have a little bit of mellow ambient music today. This is not Mr. Bones who's on tonight. This is just another one of those playlists that I find on YouTube. Ambient music for studying or reading, the Ocean Mix, done by Music Lab. I quite like some of their stuff. It's good, it's good. But I think we should consider everything just now, and let me find my... I can't wait for the technology upgrade. I won't have to wait for my computer to catch up each time. Oh, where is it? There we are. We've caught up. Perfect. I shall see you guys in there. Can you hear me? Oh, yes, you can. Yes, because I can hear me. I thought we were going to have one of those moments again there. Look at this. This is all natural light today. I don't have my ring light on. This is all natural. Natural moon and natural light. Streaming. No, not streaming. Sorry, not streaming. But the light is streaming in through my window, and it's stunning. Stunning this morning. What can I say? It's incredible. Good morning, Knowledge. Good morning, Nyla, and welcome to the morning show. I'm a bit dry. I've not had any coffee yet today. I got your message, Nyla. That sounds fascinating. I will definitely be talking to you about that. That's something that I never thought of. But oh, my glasses. God damn it. I never thought of what you suggested, and I think that is an amazing idea. I don't think people ever talk about that, but you and I will talk about that in more detail, the ins and outs, and sort of like the stuff that I need to do to make that happen. Right, let's have coffee, because I'm very dry. Coffee the Ramble way has to be done every time. So yes, Friday's a very exciting day today because we have Mr. Bones on tonight. I hope the music that he's playing is copyright free. I don't want any having to discuss with YouTube things going on. Do you know something? If I do, we do, but it just means that we have a one-off amazing show. And the chances are tonight, we might even be able to do it with a new computer. Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Did I pull the kettle? Yes, I did. I just stuck my finger in the coffee. Oh, amazing. Right, because the children are not here and I don't have to wait for breakfast, I will make a bit of porridge. Look at my tea towel. My pots were sitting on it. It's a proper Scottish tea towel. It's for drying dishes. Bonnie Scotland with a wee man in a kit. What else is it called that actually? It's got a man tossing a caber, throwing a hammer, playing a drum, playing the bagpipes, Scottish Highland dancing, and Scottish wrestling, all on the one thing. That is amazing. I never actually looked at that in great detail before. I bought that on eBay about 2 years ago. Can you believe that? eBay sells stuff like that. I'm a strange man when it comes to things. Right, let us make porridge. Porridge the Mo way. We do coffee the Ramble way. Porridge the Mo way. Okay, porridge, for those that do not know, is a Scottish delicacy. It is oats. Shameless plug for Mornflake, creamy, super fast oats. These are very, very high quality, very good. Sorry, let's open this away from the microphone. And I don't know what it is. They actually are a bit more creamier than normal oats. I use a handful and a half for a daddy size portion. And then I take the milk. It's so annoying that I can't turn this around without. There we go. The flip thing's not working still. And I basically put enough milk on it to make it swampy. Swampy being, you can see the oats underneath it, so it looks like land, but like quicksand. There we go. See, watch. Swampy. Can we see? I can't see what I'm. Where's it? Oh, to hell with that. We've got the tech upgrade coming today. Take it from there. Put that on a very gentle heat. Oh. There we go. Cool. Let's check on the chat while that cooks and then open the weather window. Oh God, we're going to have so much fun with the new tech upgrade. It's going to be astounding. Astounding, 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 astounding. Caber tossing. Yes, caber tossing. Do you know what caber tossing is, Nyla? If you don't know, it's like a big telegraph poles, like logs, and a Scotsman picks one up and then throws it like totally like from the chest, with his hands underneath it. And the game, this is actually part of the Highland Games. The game is to have it landing as close to 12 o'clock when the tosser of the caber is 6 o'clock, and you have to have like the hands of the clock pointing at 12 o'clock. It's amazing. People are why is that a sport in Scotland? I suppose in England they have cheese chasing as well. So I mean, just one of those things, one of those crazy things. Oh my goodness! Look at this natural. I'm going to open the curtain. You're going to see me get blind. Oh my God! Look! That's my shadow of my hand blocking the amazing sun. It's incredible. Sun at what time is it? 6:45 in the morning. It's a gorgeous day. I'm amazed. Oh, listen to the birds. Hold on. Morning chorus is up. Good morning, birdies. Good morning, neighbours. Good morning, neighbours. I'm not shouting that this time in the morning. Somebody will tell me exactly where to get off. Oh, I'm amazed. It is glorious. It is glorious today. Oh, I can hear a train go by. Oh man, I love where I live. I can hear the birds. Do you guys hear the birds? Do you hear the train? It's a train, hold on. Let the train pass. It's quite a long train. It's a really long train. Oh my god. That's the longest train ever. It's still going. Shit. Right, okay. We'll bring the microphone inside. Look at that. Look at the sunshine. Look at the beautiful. Shut up! I'm doing a stream train. Wow. That's terrible. What a trick to that. My hair is all a mess as well. Oh god. You know what this means as well? That the ease of lockdown means my dad's going to come and visit. He doesn't know it yet, but he's a hairdresser and he's going to come and visit and he's going to cut my goddamn hair because it's a terrible mop-like mess. Right, okay, let's quickly turn the camera this way and this way and look. Wow, what a beautiful sky we have today. It is astounding. It's beautiful. And if we look down, there is no movement of the air. It's going to be still. It's going to be beautiful and amazing. Now, what you have to understand, right? Days like this in Scotland are so rare. We're used to weather being consistently dreich. What the weather window says today, Edinburgh is going to be fine. Fine, I tell you. The quality of that air is amazing. Amazing. Incredible. Right, let's go back to the porridge. What we got? Anybody else coming in to say hello? Good morning, Twinkie. How are you? I hope you're good. Hope you're good. I hope everybody's good. I did say hello to Knowledge and Nyla, didn't I? Yes, I did. That was good. Right, we'll go back to the kitchen. Get the porridge. Is it making a plucky sound yet? Oh, listen. What I didn't tell you when I make porridge, right? The most important thing is Woody. I can't make porridge without a wooden spoon. Oh, it's perfect. No, it's not. No, yes, it is now. I've stirred it. Oh, amazing. Look at that. We'll give it another minute or something while I try and fix my glasses. That's the next thing that's coming is a glasses upgrade as well. I broke the arm on it, but can't go out and can't go to the opticians to fix them, unfortunately. There you go. So what are the plans for today? After the stream, I need to readjust the shelves of my office space, which is basically one of my bookcases where I have the laptop. I need to adjust the bottom shelf and the second from the bottom shelf up a little bit so the tower for the technology upgrade can fit in there. The actual shelf where the laptop sits needs to go up a bit because I'm getting a 19-inch monitor. Oh, it's going to be like massive. I've never had a 19-inch monitor before. It's going to be amazing. You have to understand, okay, I've not had a technology upgrade for computer systems for 14 years. 14 years. And I'm very excited because it means for the whole of this weekend, I'll be making ridiculously incredible overlays because I can use Streamlabs OBS. Like I know it inside and out. It's a piece of software that I'm highly familiar with. So this technology, lacking in technology brain, like my VHS brain in this 8K world, okay, is going to be I can do it. I can use it, and I'm very excited about doing it because that is a tool that allows me to connect with you guys in completely different ways. And I'm also actually due an upgrade for my phone as well. I guess I'm going to put on Canadian maple syrup on my oats today. just to be different. Oh, look at this, hold on. You need to see it. You just need to see it. Hang on. Oh, does that not look good? If you're a porridge person, that is food porn. Now, the next step of technology broadcasting upgrades is, for those that don't know, I'm actually a chef by trade. I cook. I have had my own restaurant, and on my resume, curriculum vitae, whatever you want to call it, I can actually call myself an executive chef and a master chef. An executive chef is somebody who has operated their own professional kitchen with chef minions. Okay, so I've had other chefs working under me. So I've managed, prepared, and created my own menu to be served in a restaurant. And so that's an executive chef. A master chef, just so you know the difference, is somebody who has created an original recipe. And we're not talking about taking pepper out of a spaghetti bolognese, but we're talking about a unique flavour, all right? And then has actually presented that to other people to consume. Well, I've done that many times as well. So when it comes to cooking, cooking and writing are my two most creative, flary things. And with the tech upgrade, I'm going to be wiring. Let me just show you, right? Okay, this is where I stream from. Look at that tiny little setup. Ring light for nighttime, laptop, desk, sofa, Mose bomb there. Okay, bookshelf background. All right. So this is where I stream from. Okay, this is where I go. So I'm having a monitor that will potentially take up most of that space, which is going to be astounding. Okay, astounding. I am going to then run wires from the back underneath my floorboards through into the kitchen, up the kitchen walls, and I'm going to get 3 new reasonably good cameras for in the kitchen, which is going to be amazing. Actually, I wonder if I could get away with having a USB hub and just running one cable in here. I might be able to do that. So anyway, I want to have a camera up there looking down at me here. I'm going to have a camera up there on my wall of pots looking down onto the stove. One looking onto the chopping board, and then one that I can engage with and speak to directly, because we will be live streaming cooking. It's something I've done before. It's something that I love doing because it has to have an absolute ridiculous level of organising that you don't really have. Good morning, Barry. Good to have you. Good to have you here today. Oh, hang on. Can't see me. You can see up my nose now. That's better. Right, let me quickly type in the UK papers. So yeah, I actually live streamed cooking Christmas dinner in 2019. I did, yeah, over 2 sessions. Preparation, putting in the oven, and then basically pulling out the oven and serving, because I wasn't going to have you guys hang around for 2.5 hours waiting for me to actually finish cooking. You know, that's not a thing. Oh, coffee, hold on. Oh, that was good. Oh, good. I just looked at the first headline on the Daily Mail, and it's just brought a smile to my face. Wait till you see it. It's going to be a good day. Right, okay. Let us do... Oh, we need to do the... Oh, Dottie. Hi, Mo and other peeps. Good morning from the Netherlands. Dottie is on Facebook, so if any of you guys don't have a chat window open for Facebook, you won't be able to see. So I'm not going mad speaking to ghosts in the machine. It's just who I am. I speak to Facebook as well. We're broadcasting on Facebook at the same time. Dottie, jump across to YouTube as well. Do a little subscribe. That way you'll always be able to see what's going on with us here as well. Right, let us do the shift over. Right, we need to change the cameras first. Camera change, that's good. Then we need to unmute the big mic. And then switch off that little bad boy there. And now you have high quality microphone Mojax all in the house. Amazing. Oh, no, Dottie, you are on YouTube. I beg your pardon. I thought you were in Facebook land. Yeah, it's because of the blue badge. Amazing. Nobody's in Facebook land this morning. Cool. Everybody is here on the lovely YouTube. Cool. Thank you for joining us. We have made the coffee, made the porridge, looked out the window, and successfully navigated the transition of technology, which is good. Yeah, I don't know why I thought you were on Facebook. Maybe it's because of the blue avatar, Dottie. I think that's might be what it is. But welcome. How is it the Netherlands that you're in? Did it say? Yes. How's the Netherlands this morning? Is the weather beautiful? It's a Scottish thing. We like to ask how the weather is because we usually have such crappy weather. Hold on, I need to have one little spoon of oats just now. Hang on. Delicious. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Dottie, the morning stream at Radio Apocalypse is very informal. We are very much about just interacting in the morning, starting your day a relaxed way. And, I make the coffee, I make porridge when the kids are not here. I look out the window to see what the weather's like in my neighbourhood, because that's, for me, if there was extreme weather somebody else, we would probably talk about that as well. And then we sit down and we move from me wandering around with my iPhone as a camera to my nice little Logitech sitting there and my nice Snowball microphone. Good morning, Snowball. How are you? I'm okay, Mojax. Good, right. That's where we are. It's a silly morning. I think it's the sunshine is getting to my head. We are going to talk through the papers now, the UK papers, mock the people like we usually do, probably go off at a tangent speaking about things. Bear in mind, I am not a journalist. I am only reflecting my opinions about things, and I don't have to hold back because I don't have to be impartial. So my views may not be consistent with the way society is as a whole, but I try to inject a bit of common sense into it all. In the Netherlands, you also talk about the weather a lot. You're obsessed. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's go to the papers anyway just now. Let's see what they're saying. The first headline that's coming up really did bring a smile to my face. And we're talking damage limitation or what here. This is incredible. If you've been following the story about Dominic Cumming, you'll know that this here is hardcore damage limitation. What they're doing is incredible. The Daily Mail, of all papers, the Daily Mail are actually expressing this. Here we go. Ready for this? Ready? It's Happy Monday. Revealed Cumming set to quit in 6 months. Loser! Sorry, I was about to start swearing there. I don't even have my potty mouth on the floor here. The Daily Mail hails Happy Monday as a day when groups of 6 will be allowed to meet outdoors in England. It describes Prime Minister Boris Johnson's announcement as the first major easing of coronavirus lockdown. And it says, time to fire up the Barbie. Friends and family can reunite. That's great. But loser, Mr. Voldemort. revealed Cummings set to quit in 6 months. Why not now? That's that passive aggressive, I'm in control of the situation thing going on there. This this is the first one, and it has triggered the crap out of me completely. It is really, really, really. Sorry, I'm interrupting my stream there because Dottie has a poignant thing there. You missed my weather update. It is beautiful, and if you want, I'll go back at the end of the stream and look out my window again for you. If you just stay, it'll be about 40 minutes, half hour, 40 minutes. Okay, I'm happy to do that for you, Dottie. I'll even open the kitchen window. You can see the difference between the front and the back of the house. Amazing. We'll do that. Okay, but let me just go back to being triggered about this, okay? I did a little video, uploaded it to YouTube. It's about 2 minutes long, and it asked the question, is this man a psychopath? All right, is Dominic Cummings a psychopath? Right, because after the press conference where he didn't apologise for breaking the rules, he basically gave lame excuses, stupid reasons, and expected the Great Britain to believe them. Nobody has, okay? And I said, yeah, I actually kind of feel he's a bit of a nutcase, to be perfectly honest. So have many other people that have commented publicly and privately on this. And I think he's dangerous. I think that he's a dangerous man. If he's not a psychopath, he's definitely a sociopath with narcissistic tendencies towards borderlining of quite dangerous as well. Okay, the guy, there's something not right there. Okay, there is something not right. You don't turn around and have other government officials resign for doing less of a lockdown breakdown type thing. They're not adhering to the rules in a more passive way, when he deliberately went out of his way to go and travel 260 miles twice, and also other stupid things. We won't go into the stupidity of his actions, but he is set to quit in 6 months. This drives me bananas. It's that thing that we talked about, that my brother Ron talked about on his show when we're doing the serial killer thing. He, people that will take a little bit of control of a situation. Nelson Mandela did it with the way he walked from his cell to different parts of the prison when he was being escorted. Joanna Dennehy did it in the police station with the way that she was leaning on the counter when they were charging her with murder and attempted murder. And this man here is doing the same thing. This man right here is doing exactly the same thing by saying he is going to quit in 6 months. That is damage limitation and complete and utter psychopathic behavior for a controlling, manipulative, toxic man. Outrageous. And we have only just hit the first paper on this. I'm actually disgusted. It's awful. Right. Oh, here we go. Censored. Rattled Prime Minister gags BBC political editor after she dares to ask questions about Dominic Cummings. What? Whoa. Another paper excited about the prospect of barbecues in Metro also, although it can reveal announcement. Have you noticed so far, right? Okay, the BBC blurb, this is the BBC, right, that is pro-Tory. We have a headline about Dominic and another headline about Dominic, and in the BBC's little blurb that I like to read, there is nothing saying anything about it. That the BBC stands for the Biased Broadcasting Company, not the British. That is something I'm going to go and have a look at afterwards, because that has to go on my little pet project, everything about Dominic Cummings. Now, anyway, you can have a barbecue with 6 of you. Crazy. Nice, thank you. Do you think that's going to stop anybody this weekend when you have ridiculously glorious sunshine in the UK? No. No, it's not going to stop anybody. I'm having a barbecue today. I'm going to have a barbecue. Me and my good lady will have a barbecue tonight, in our garden without the children. And yes, I will look forward to that. I'm going to send her out to the shops to buy some wine, and to buy maybe some steaks, and we will barbecue the crap out of them. That's going to be delicious. And when I get my phone upgrade, it's going to have unlimited broadband on it, so I can stream from there. But it would have to be on Instagram, because I need to tick some boxes with YouTube before I'm allowed to do live stream remotely from my phone. Yes, indeed, right. Right, back to the papers. Where are we? There we go. Daily Express. Can't wait till we meet again. You know what? This is really cool. I like this whole families coming together again stuff. It's very positive. It's very interesting when you get to see things like a kiss from my boy nurse who's showing true sacrifice. Right, look, there's people that have not actually been anywhere near their families for like 12 weeks. You know? Can you imagine being separated by a pane of glass from your child? I can't even bear the thought of that. The variously social distanced get-togethers that will be allowed from next week are listed by the Daily Express: barbecues, garden parties, and meetings in parks, beaches, and other outdoor venues. While the paper greets the news with the headline, "Can't wait till we meet again," it does spare a thought for those who won't be invited, pointing out that shielding advice for the most vulnerable to the coronavirus remains in force. I'm shielding. I'm not allowed to go to shops. I shouldn't really go to my backyard, my back garden, but nobody else goes there outside of my wife and my children. So we're over the same household, and if I had to remain indoors for this length of time, I really think that I would have been a different man, to be perfectly honest. But those that are true shielders, amazing. I'm genuinely proud that people can take have the tenacity and the strength to be able to do that. You know, good people, good people. But looking at that again, all right, compare this, okay, the sacrifice, a kiss for my boy nurse who shows true sacrifice. This is a nurse, obviously, that has distanced herself from her boy because she's on the front line dealing with coronavirus victims every single day. But this man, this man, this man, oh, he really upsets me. Financial Times. Britain opens door to citizenship for 300,000 Hong Kong residents. Wow. I wonder what the Get Brexit Done people who voted on the back of the immigration policies to vote for Brexit feel about that. Because, wow, I'm all for it personally. I think we need to have as many people coming in. You know what? Hong Kong residents, come to Scotland. You will love it here compared to the rest of the UK. There's nothing wrong with the rest of the UK, but we actually have grown-ups that are in our parliament up here compared to clowns and psychopaths. Okay, good. And we've got porridge and kilts, okay, which is also a bonus. Oh, coffee. Okay. Oh yeah, I've also failed to mention my usual thing. This colour of the paper here is the same colour as my book wall. Shall we do it? Shall we look? Right, okay. This is for you, Dottie, because you've not actually seen this as a comparison. Right, look, there is my bookcase wall, and there is the colour of the Financial Times. Isn't that amazing? We like that. That's one of the only reasons that I actually like that paper. It's because it's the same colour. There we go. And we're back round. Cool. Let's go back into the papers. Right. In a play on words paying tribute to sunny weather, the Financial Times says the easing of restrictions is a ray of hope for the people in England. It also claims excess mortality figures show the UK has so far suffered the world's second highest rate of excess deaths during the coronavirus period, beaten only by Spain. What? Eh? Where does it say that? Right, I'm going to have to look into detail for that because I thought America had excess mortality figures, right? Okay, we're going to look into that. I'm not going to quote on that just now because I like to keep my finger on the pulse of figures to do with corona, and that is something that doesn't seem to be consistent with what we've been saying. Anyway, Daily Telegraph. Friends and family can reunite. Good. We know this. Firms will be able to told to pay a quarter of wage bill for furlough staff. Good. That's nice. Daily Telegraph reminds us, yeah, do you know something? That is the theme. We are going into a situation now where things are coming more positive. Good morning, Grandmama. My grandmama, my mum has just popped in on Facebook. That is definitely Facebook because it has an F on it. So good morning to you. You guys in the YouTube land will not be able to see her chat, but she says good morning to you all from Facebook, which is amazing. Good morning, Mum. Technology upgrade today. We're very excited. Amazing. I like it when my mum visits. It means that I have to behave, which is good. Yeah, so we have this amazing theme of everything that is currently going on with the ease of lockdown. It's a good thing. I just want to say to everybody that's involved in it, just please be careful, take care, don't go mental, don't go out to parks and get drunk and start speaking to strangers and stuff. Just chill the hell out and be good about it. Okay, oh, look. Johnson insists he is drawing a line under Cummings' row. Wow. He is such an idiot. He's going to be gone by Christmas. Guarantee you he'll be gone by Christmas under some lame excuse of wanting to be a family man and spend time with his new little boy. Yeah. Well, he's let down the nation at every other step. Why doesn't he just go and, go and do something that is an obvious lie and an excuse? He's got other children he doesn't even see. Oh, here we go. Daily Mirror. We would have turned back Cummings. Of course you would have. You would have. Absolutely. Families, let's go and see what the blurb says on this one. Hang on. The changes in England mean people can look forward to a long-awaited and joyful moment of reunion, the Daily Mirror says. The tabloid features a splash image of Prime Minister's top advisor, Dominic Cummings, after Durham police said they would have turned him back when he journeyed to the county from London during lockdown. Yep, they would have, but they didn't, unfortunately. They didn't catch him doing it. But there you go. That is the first time in the black blurb that the BBC have mentioned anything to do with Dominic. Let me just double check. Nope, nothing there. I'm not going to waste my time. But it just drives me bananas. Here we go. PM stands by advisor after police say he may have breached rules. He's doing it again. Again, that's the case. Standing by your advisor, it's just because he's his best buddy. It's insane, absolutely insane. The Guardian says the Prime Minister has brushed aside a growing revolt from within his parties as MPs continue to call for Mr. Cummings to be sacked. Mr. Johnson said the matter was closed that after police concluded that Cummings may have broken lockdown rules but decided they would have taken no action against... What? After police concluded Mr. Cummings may have broken lockdown rules but decided they would have taken no action against him. Right, but they said here they would have sent him back. That's taking action. I love inconsistencies with papers. It's so cool. Okay, but the paper says the investigation failed to exonerate the special advisor. He's not going to get exonerated because he broke the rules. What's the 6 of the best? Oh, that's in reflection of the 6 things that you can do as part of the easing of lockdown. Have you seen the the social distancing beaches they have in Spain just now? They actually have areas taped off that are spaced out to give you enough space to socially distance from people. Why aren't we doing things like that? The Eye says Mr. Johnson blocked scientific advisors from answering questions about Mr. Cummings during Thursday's briefing. Wow. And then a small page top headline, the paper greets the news of next month's return of Premier League football. Well, who cares? I'm not a sports person, but that's incredible. Gagging scientific advisors, they will just go to the papers, mate, and they will tell people that you gagged them, and you will look even more. Why are you doing this? Why is there this brushing aside borderline cover-up and nonsense about this man? Just friggin' sack him. You'll gain a little bit more credibility, Boris, but no, you just don't care. You're a friggin' narcissist as well. It's outrageous. Outrageous. Mum, people are saying good morning to you just now. Nyla says good morning, Ms. Mo's mum. You can call her. Everybody can call her Grandmama Ma. That's what she likes to call herself. It's Grandmama Ma, Mama Ma, Mama Ma, Mama, Mama Ma. Or you can call her Mo's mum, whatever you want. She's a good lady. Or you could call her by her name, which I'm not telling you. Haha. What else we got? Dottie says good morning. Twinkie says good morning. Nyla says good morning to you, Mum. That's all very nice. You're such nice people. Oh, and thank you very much, Nyla, for putting up that video link for the Dominic Cummings video. It's not a professionally made video, but do you know something? It kind of makes the point and shows what the man's really like about it, and gives you quite good information about his what the point I'm trying to make. It's a bit of psychobabble from a podcast, explaining what Duper's Delight is. It's quite interesting indeed. The chat's very good this morning, very family orientated. I like that. I do indeed. Right, where did we get to? The Sun. That was good. I'm glad I went to chat there because I could feel myself getting triggered about Boris Johnson and Dominic Cummings again. Back of the net. Oh yeah, that's the return of the Premiership Football League over here. We call our football in America. You call it soccer. So we're not having people running around with helmets and pads kicking a ball around. They're all sissies that if you touch them, they fall down and scream like little babies, though. That's what footballers do in this country. I'm not going to read anything about that because there's nothing interesting. I couldn't care less about the footy. And, it's now 6 desserts. Delicious desserts in 6 minutes. Oh, I wish I could actually read that. That's more interesting than the football for me. The Times. Caitlin on Cummings. Okay, right, I'd love to read that. PM eases lockdown for friends and family. Football, yep, okay. 7 in 10 testing positive for virus show no symptoms. We talked about that weeks ago. Asymptomatic people. See, they discovered this after 3 or 4 weeks of testing in Iceland. Okay, we had a special report from a good friend of mine in Iceland, and he actually told us this. He was on the show. I wanted Iceland's perspective because they're quite a sensible country. Phoned Magnus, got in contact with Magnus, reached out. He came on the show. He gave us some amazing statistics. Like within the first 3 or 4 weeks, they'd tested 5% of the population. They have a smaller population and it's more spread out. Okay, not the point. They made the grandiose effort of getting it done. Smaller population means also smaller amount of resources, so it's kind of in perspective when you think about it. And then we talked about the discoveries from this, and he gave me links for the data and stuff. So I've had a look at them, but he told me that about 70 to 80% of people that were tested. Okay, so if you take everybody that's infected, right, and put that into a pool and look at the different types of infection, there's people that have, there was one set of studies that had people having 8 different strains of coronavirus, and every one of them was asymptomatic, showing no symptoms, but they were walking around with the virus inside them. And now, what we have is we have the Times saying 7 in 10, which is approximately the same sort of statistic as in Iceland. However, Magnus was on about 5 weeks ago. We kind of discovered that there was people walking around asymptomatic before that, but we're only saying that now officially with our own test results. That shows you how crappy we are in the management of this crisis. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to be a member of these islands. I'm proud to be Scottish, but we need to have our independence. Wait till I'm allowed to start speaking about that again. You're going to think I'm crazy by the time we're finished. Okay. The all new Chuckle Brothers. Chuckle Brothers were a kids show in the UK. I'm not going into them just now. Bring on the Joy of 6. Oh, look at that. That's a spin on the 1970s or 60s video stroke book called The Joy of Sex. The Joy of Sex. Who's at the star? Yes, of course it is. Yes, indeed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the papers today. And I managed to get through it without getting too triggered, which is good. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat. Twinkie says, Grandmama, mama, mama, which is great. Yes, Grandma's good. She's a good lady. That's only English football. The health repercussions of this could be immense. Yeah, if they open the stadiums, are they going to? I don't think they'll open the stadiums. It's just going to be televised. Who knows? Who knows? Right, we're going to have to do a bit of a reverse technology thing so I can jump across and show Dottie the view. Dottie, are you still there? If you're still there, make yourself known, because I'm going to swap back to this camera to show you outside. Let me just check. Sound. Yep, sound is on. And we may get some feedback in a second. Hold on. Let me just turn the sound right down on this. Yep. Enter the broadcast studio. And I'm there. Good. You hear the echo? Hold on. The camera is... Oh no, you can hear me. Right, hold on. There we go. Yes, Dottie's still there. Okay, I'm going to swap the cameras and the mics over. I'm whispering because we'll get feedback from the other microphone. Hold on. Okay, right, I'm on this microphone now, and hold on. We'll move across back to this camera as well. Good, excellent. That's the first time I've done a reverse of that. Okay, this is just for you, Dottie. I want to show you what glasses. This is a unique situation. This is the weather window once more. Oh God, it's even more glorious than half an hour ago. Check. Look, first of all, look at that. Can we get the camera looking? It's stunning. It's stunning here today. You know? And if you look west, the sky is glorious. Glorious. It's amazing. And there's no wind. Oh man, I swear to God. This is my neighbourhood. This is the Mojax Hood. And for people, I'm going to pan left. For people that have been following the House of Crazy stories that I tell about my neighbours across the street, when you see the first building over there with the satellite dish and the bushes and the ivy growing up, That first window on the building is where the crazy people lived before. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. That's good. Where's my finger? It is that building, that window right there, was where Crazy Lee was shouting at me from his window when he was doing the stuff. Right. Okay. I have now. There it is. There you go, Dotty. Weather's glorious here. That is exceptionally rare for a very wet Scotland. You're welcome. I don't see the chat on this one. I see the chat there for it all. Thank you. You're very nice for saying that. And Grandma is saying good morning to all my new friends on here from somewhere else. Grandma is on Facebook. Right, we're going to move back to this. We're going to move back to this one now. And I'm going to balance my glasses on my forehead with just one thing. Right, we need to switch cameras. That's that done. That's good. We need to come out of this one. Come on, here we go. And we need to open up this microphone again. I'm getting good at this. I am getting good at this. You loved me. Oh, did you get to see the Crazy Lee story, Dottie? That's great. I'm so glad that you managed to pick that up on my brother's stream. That's good. You knew exactly what I was talking about there. I feel kind of sorry for Lee. He's a victim of his own circumstances and his own inability to interact on a positive level with other human beings. But that's just my empathy for my fellow human being, after all. But yeah, there you go. So yes, we have come to the end of the morning stream. Astounding. And we're going to leave. This will probably be the last time that I stream from a steam-powered laptop, because all being fair and well, we will have new technology in place. We won't be doing it from StreamYard tonight. From Streamlab tonight, because I don't think I'll have time to set everything up in the manner that I would want to have it. I want it to be. I don't want it to be rushed. I'd rather spend a couple of days making it look amazing. But it does mean that, within the next 4 or 5 days, we will have dedicated transitions and slides and a different way of bringing up the papers and a different look to the outside. It's not just going to be this me on your screen the way it is with this little overlay here saying Radio Apocalypse Morning Coffee. It's going to be more than that. Right, now, this is where Nyla usually tells me that I need to say things, to plug the things. Nyla, I've actually woke up this morning with a bit of paper beside me on my sofa bed, because I was up late last night and I slept on the sofa again. And it said, remember to plug the Discord, remember to plug the show tonight and watch party weekend. So I am on. Yeah, look, you've just done it. Thank you. You've put it in the chat as well. Yes, thank you. Mr. Bones tonight. Hold on, let me bring up the actual slide for it, the picture. One little overlay. Oh, we're going the wrong way. I won't have to do this anymore. Like, look down a column of pre-made pictures on here. I can just have the scene set up tonight. Usual show about 10:30, open mic, talking about anything that comes to mind. Anybody's always welcome from our community to come on and have their piece. But Mr. Bones is a DJ from LA. He's a particularly wonderful man. He has faced the challenge every day from a degenerative bone disease that stops him from doing the normal things. His day-to-day life is exceptionally challenging. He actually DJs in nightclubs, has opened for Snoop Doggy Dogg, and is coming on the show tonight, and he's going to do a little set for us as well, which I'm very excited about. And that's one of the reasons that I don't want to change the technology stream over. I don't want any technical difficulties with him coming on. I want to use what I'm familiar with just now, which is good. Maybe the first stream that we'll use it will be the Sunday papers when I'm back streaming in the morning again on Sunday. I think that is the goal that I want to set. Let's try it out with the Sunday papers. But the other things that we're doing this weekend is watch party weekend. Go away and have a little look at. I don't think I've got that slide here. No, I don't. Go and watch on Netflix I Am Mother. It's a great science fiction movie if you're into sci-fi and out the box sort of things going on. The journey that you take is exceptionally satisfying with the ending. The flavour of the ending is good, but you will be taken along this journey going, what is this about? What is this? It's a bit different, bit exciting. Highly recommend it. And then on Monday, we can actually then get the panel together and talk about this movie on the round table, which is great. So yeah, that is the plan for the weekend. Party tonight with Mr. Bones. Day off tomorrow playing with the new technology for Mo. Sunday papers at the crack of dawn again on Sunday. And then I'm jumping across to Surviving Life, which is my brother's stream, to do Serial Killer Sunday. And it's a bit of a special one. I'm waiting for him to do the slide. Jamie Bulger, I think it is, that we're doing, that little boy that was tragically killed by two other little boys. Way back in the past of Great Britain. It's not exactly a serial killer one, but it's a terrible true crime one. It's awful. So please join us for that. We're doing amazing things just now. And thank you everybody for last thing. Discord. Barry, if you're still on, if you could possibly open Discord for an hour for me, please. Discord is our little community growing. We have a bunch of very, very creative people there, and we like to bounce off each other. It's a bunch of grown-ups being creative and imaginative in a grown-up environment, which is exactly the direction I want to grow the community in. But it's your opportunity to speak to other people within the audience, to speak to me. You have like a direct line to me via direct messages. In the evenings, we jump on to voice chat after the shows while I set up the next day's stream and things. Sometimes Barry will play his guitar. He's done it once. He might do it again. Already done. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So if you do come into the Discord, the first thing we ask you to do is go and read the rules, understand them. Depending how well we know you from interacting with you here or with my brother's stream and stuff, will depend how long we will keep you in the welcome room. It's not a power thing. It's just so we get to know you. Like I'm about to go and put somebody up there that joined last night. If you join us, 9 times out of 10, if you've interacted with us, you'll be in the members area quite quickly because it's good to do it. And we just ask you some common sense rules. Keep yourself safe with no family pictures. Keep yourself right with pictures that are not really yourself and your avatar. No silly pornographic sexual posts or depictions of violence anywhere. And we have certain channels where you can like drop your own adverts in if you're a creator in any way. If it's a video, speak to us first. If it's anything else like music or art, photography, we have a whole part called talent, and we have a part for creative writing as well, because I'm a bit of a poem. Should we do a poem? I've not done a poem for the past couple of days. Should we do a poem? Right, okay. That's going to be a yes somewhere down there. And let me have a quick look. I found one on Facebook that I did ages ago called Precious Commodity. It's quite a long one. I'm going to see if I've actually got it in my poetry book on my phone. Hold on just now. Precious Commodity. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Let's just type in commodity. Commodity. That could be that one. I think it is this one. Yes, here it is. Right. Okay, right, I need to wet my mouth up a bit. Right, okay. I need to come a bit closer to the microphone and take out a little bit of tone, a little bit in my voice. There we go, that's a bit smoother for the poetry telling part. Good. Right, this one's called Time Commodity. And I wrote this as an allegory for the quality of time that you spend with loved ones, because basically my lady wife and myself, we met online, and she lived in Moscow, and we had to have, when we spent time together, it was exceptionally precious. It was like a concentrated burst of a relationship that was blooming, and then it went back to a routine through WhatsApp and Skype, which was kind of incredible. But it also touches on how people waste their time as well. So it's an allegory for that. So time commodity. Okay. A hand sweeps smoothly over numbers seen. As it passes, all history goes unseen. And a few of us wonder what has been as time ticks slowly by. The world it spins, our world so small. Those blind to the truth follow protocol. The big picture unseen in the grand scheme of it all. Another day it passes. How many seasons will you remember? All the Christmases pass in the month of December. Your life force becomes naught but an ember. Think of all the time that is wasted. It is oh so brief, your time and the plan. Embrace it and hold it for as long as you can. Drama? Why? Become wise. Become the wise man. You can choose how you want to behave. Your love and your loss. You love and you lose. You love and you win. Take for granted the moment within. Ignoring it is as bad as original sin. You can't see it for what it is. Take every moment, live it like it's your last. Look to the future and learn from the past. Don't drawn in despair. The dice is not cast. The world is a wondrous place. And if you find love, don't take time for granted. Treat your love so as though she's enchanted. Let it nurture and grow from the seed that you planted. Time, the most precious commodity. There you go. That is one of my most favourite ones. I forgot that I wrote that, but I had a reminder on my Facebook about posting that like 5 years ago. I wrote that in early 2016, and it was one of the poems that I sent my wife through WhatsApp, and that was basically because there was nonsense drama in my life. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a man that avoids conflict. That doesn't make me a coward. It makes me a man that doesn't want conflict. Don't get me wrong, I will always fight the good fight for the right reasons. Okay, I'm not a person that enjoys power tripping. I am not here to inflict my rule upon anybody. This is a community, and if you look up the definition of community, any sensible person understands what that actually means. Okay, but in the allegory of that poem, there was drama in my life at the time. There was complete drama with certain people, and I just steered my ship away from it. I find that you're on this planet, if you're lucky, for 80 summers, 80 autumns, winters, and springs. You may not remember the first 10, and you're very lucky if you remember the last 10. Okay, so that gives you 60 summers, 60 winters, 60 springs and autumns, 60 years that you can create memories and have life experiences. You have to avoid the bullshit and the negative parts of the world and the life in your life. You have to, if you want to experience negativity and conflict, well, that's your thing. I choose not to. I choose to avoid it. But like I said, There's situations where I will fight the good fight for the right reasons, but I'm not going to do it just for the sake of drama. I'm not going to argue with somebody because they think they're right about something, and even if I know that they're wrong, it's like if it has a moometer in my head. That's the only way I can describe it, on the level of, if it's green, if it's conflict and they're green, and if it's just them being who they are, I'm not going to engage. I'll just nod my head. If it's amber, I might turn around and engage a little bit more. If it's red, I'm going to say something. But 9 times out of 10, it sits round about green amber, flicking backwards off that. It's very rarely it goes to red. And when it goes to red, I'm not shouting and screaming. That has to go to the top end of red, where I get really quite angry and do something. But when I get triggered at the papers, that's completely different. Okay, that's not the same thing, because I come down like that. But there you go. So avoid drama, embrace the time that you have, love life, be good. And yeah, that's us done for the day. Hope you enjoyed it. I am now going to go and do 10 minutes of Discord work, and I hope to see you guys tonight in the grand world and parties of Mr. Bones. That's going to be. I'm going to leave you today with Cognac singing. We're going to have all new jingles next week, where these will all be good. So I'll be back in a second just to say goodbye properly. But here is the great man himself, Cognac. There's a story behind this, which I will tell you another night for those that don't know. But here he is.
I hope you've been enjoying Mojax Happy's Radio Apocalypse.
I will tell you guys the story behind that song another night, okay? But it was an impromptu thing. Please come back and join us tonight, 10:30. Mr. Bones will be getting a wee chit chat about 11 o'clock tonight. And go and follow him on his SoundCloud and his Instagram. Where is it? Oh, I don't have a link for his SoundCloud here. How unprofessional. His Instagram, though, is Mr. Bones Official. And there's a link to his SoundCloud in his link tree there. So please go and give him some love. Tell him that Mojax Happy sent you, and he will embrace you quite happily. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope the weather is fantastic wherever you are, and much love.